So you're all in here. This is absolutely fine. You're telling me that you're all in on a target that is 100 HP, that is stunned in front of you without any risk, because you're not gonna die here. So this, she flashed, the play is over there. Now, just hit the closest target, and then just play from there. Yeah, so it's just normal. That's how you played. You went up when he stunned, and then you just backed off when the play looked bad. There's nothing wrong with it, right? You just followed. Yeah, you just mute Bard, and it can happen. You know, it's easy to blame someone in the game, like when you play support to blame the AD carry, and when you play AD carry to blame support. Yeah, people have dumb calls, and it's a lot of bias, like, oh, my support is so bad, he's so shit. But in fact, you're in the same rank like him. And then the same thing with Bard here. He thinks he's right, but he's probably not right. Or even if he's right, it doesn't really matter. You just mute and play your game the way you know. What's going on, guys? Besides, in today's video, we're gonna learn how to play against double poke when your AFK support does nothing. In this video, we're gonna learn exactly that: wave management, recall timings, how should you play when your support is useless, and how should you play when it's so hard to play bot lane. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this amazing AD carry channel. My name is Bizarre, and I'm a professional AD carry coach, so be sure to watch this until the end if you truly want to learn this role. Enjoy, because he doesn't really have any pressure. Like, well, how could he have pressure since he's just a bard? So he's pretty useless, isn't he? So ideally, slow push can work in these lanes, and ideally you push, but you push in the very early game. Let's see, where is the next game? This is only one. Okay, you push in the very early game. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, so here I guess you got them chunked, and it's different now, and you can get push. This is very good. If you can get push, the lane is gonna become easier. But remember that the reason why you get push is not to kill them, is not to walk up on them, and is not to auto attack them. Is you get the push simply because it allows you to survive the lane better and to conserve your HP. So here you're pushing, and the most important thing is I push, because by pushing they won't be able to poke me that well, they won't be able to smash me that well, they won't be able to win the lane that well. So when you're poking, pay attention to your champ. You shouldn't really walk up on them and look for a trade. You should just be really focused on 1, conserving HP, and 2, keep pushing, keep pushing. So let's see what we're gonna do. You can take small trades, but in general you just play for the wave.
So I guess I'll be going for trades when Asha's just used her W kind of thing.
Yeah, if she uses her W, but even if you have, like, for example here, like she used her W, right? But you also have those two. You see these two minions? Like right now, if you auto attack Ashe, that would be good. Why?
Minion advantage. She's gonna take minion damage.
Okay.
We have more than her.
But how do you know she needs to, you know, step up? Like, why?
She's gonna be wanting to go for them last hits.
True. Then what tells you that?
The health of the minion.
The health of the minion. So the first thing you need to see here is the health of the minion is low HP, which means she's gonna go for the minion. And if you go walk up here and you attack her, that's a free trade. So if you have more minions or more, like, they have no cooldowns or they have a specific advantage that you know you can play around, you can trade in this lane. But in general, you shouldn't really be trading very much. You should just be pushing for the push. Basically, like a robot. Let me see if I can show you. Kai'Sa Bard. Kai'Sa Bard. Look at this. Challenger level player. Kai'Sa Bard, yes? Into Pyke Xayah. Look at him. Look at him. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 don't trade, push, don't trade. Stay on the left, don't get hooked. Push, push, push. You see he's clicking? He doesn't show me that he wants to trade. He has a Bard into Pyke. So he has a roaming support versus the best early game support. We don't really want to take unnecessary trades. So now you see he's like a silver 5 going only for the wave. Look, you see positioning is only about conserving HP. You see this? And now, because he's level advantage, he walks up on them and he wants to punish, you see? So if he has clear advantages, like level advantage, minion advantage, cooldown advantage, he can walk up and hit them. But usually, like here, he has level advantage, level 2 versus level 1, and he has minion advantage, look, auto Q. So in the beginning of the lane phase, he was very focused on the push, and he should be, because he just wants to survive in this lane. But if you have clear advantages, you can take some trades. So look, this is exactly how you play. What happens if this is not a double poke matchup, but what happens if the double poke matchup pushes you in? You play reactively. Reactively. What does it mean? Well, pay attention to your screen right now. Oh, but what do I do if he's roaming? And it's like, you get XP and you farm, you see him? He gets XP, well now he's out of range of XP, he should be here for that minion. But Zaya is really good, this is a challenger game, so obviously you get zoned really hard. And look at this. Like, what does it do if Bard is roaming? He just gets XP and he waits for Bard to get kills on the map. That's how it works. You have a Bard, so you use the Bard, you know? Because people in high elo also play Bard. Look, he's pinging and look at him. Does he do anything special? Well, I mean, one could say, oh, so he's just hugging the tower, getting XP and not losing his health? Well, yes, because if Bard goes mid, it's literally 2 versus 1 on mid lane. So you on bot, you hate your life and you hate Bard. But the enemy mid laner does the same. The enemy mid laner hates Pyke. You see?
Yeah.
So
just catch the wave.
Yeah, look at him. Like look at his positioning after taking the wave. He's like, okay, here we go again. We wait them to push and we just get XP. If the minion goes low, I go get XP. Look at this. XP for this one. He tries to go for a minion, but he doesn't want to greed it because it's Pyke. And look. Chill. And then he goes for a short trade. Here is a challenger Pyke, so he plays really well from Fog of War. But yeah, that's the point, how you play. And here is the same thing. If you're losing push, whether it's because it's double poke or, you know, any type of matchup, look at him. What do I do if I can't get the push? Well, you play safe and you just receive. You receive the wave. You play here, you wait, you freeze, you let Bard roam. That's how you play with the Bard. Well, yeah, that's you play very reactive, and this playstyle is also in the mid game. You let them to push and then you play reactively. You see, because all what this guy does, that's what he does. He just farms. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where, as AD carry, you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes, but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more,
but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
So that's how you play. Let's see on speed up if there are some glaring mistakes. So here you're freezing, then you're slow pushing here, and then Bard doesn't do anything because it's Bard, and now you're farming. But this man, you're doing faker level, honestly. This guy has 22 farm and you have 40 farm. If I am Vel'Koz, 100% I'm reporting this Ash. 100%. Okay, maybe not reporter, but you know what I mean. Like, how can I play double poke matchup and Jinx has a Bard or a Yumi or a useless alcoholic father? Okay, that's a name. Okay, interesting name. Like crazy support only Rom champ, and the Jinx is ahead in farm by a lot at minute 5. So if you show me this game, I will say, bro, you are a master tier smurfing into a platinum game, or why are you smurfing? That's what I would say, because look what should happen. Look, this is the challenger game, yes? Challenger versus challenger, and look, 77 farm versus 86. Kai'Sa is supposed to be a bit behind. Why? It's because it's Kai'Sa Bard and you play, I don't want to say 1v2, but I want to say 1.5 v2 because it's like Bard is and is not a champ, you know?
Yeah.
So you like this, you put the word, you wait, you know, wave is coming into you, Bard is roaming. Oh, what can I do here? What can I do? And nothing, you just let Bard roam and you play it. That's how Bard works, right? And hopefully after he does this 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, let's say he goes for 10 roams, if 2 of the roams, maybe 3 of the roams work and he gets a kill on mid lane, and all what you do, you lose like 1 or 2 minions, or even like don't lose minions because you W them, that's worth. Enemy mid laner is so tilted. So that's how you play. You have to learn to let it be. Like, let the wave to come into you, play reactively. Yes, you're not gonna push, you're not gonna kill them, you're not gonna hit them, you're not gonna win the lane, but you're gonna survive and you're gonna be even. And if you are even and Bard is roaming, don't worry, enemy mid lane will not be even with your mid. He will be a lot ahead. Your mid will be a lot ahead. Yeah, this was a bit unlucky. Didn't expect Poppy Hextech Flash from the... I mean, realistically speaking, you should play the same, right? Let the wave to come into you, stay max range, because you W, but look at your W here.
Not max range.
Yeah, and it's like, why do you W here? Because the minion is not even low, you see that? That's the thing.
Yeah.
And then we die, no problem, can happen. Refillable potion is good here. You also had the cash. Because it's a poke lane, right?
Yeah.
It is a poke lane. Okay. So what are the most important things that we picked up in this one?
Mainly just letting the wave come to me and keeping my CS up.
Yeah. If they're bad and they're wasting their cooldowns on the wave, or they let you push, I mean, it's good. It's really good, and you can do it in some matches, but in most cases, they won't let you do that. And here they can't actually dive you. Let's see. Yeah, you should stay into the tower. They can't dive you because you have cleanse. So if you stay here and Ashe ults you, You have cleanse and you back off, and if they stay here, you can outplay this so easy. You need to catch this farm. You need to take a little bit of a risk. Because if you die and you trade 1 for 1, because let's be real, Ashe is level 5, you have 2 sums. The chances of you getting a kill here is very high. This is not an Alistar. It's not a Braum. It's a Vel'Koz. If he tanks 3 showers, he's like this. So you should risk it here. If you don't have sums or you're half HP and you play like this safe, that's fine. But you weren't. You were healthy. Okay. I mean, I'm not concerned. You got XP at least. Yeah, it would be a lot better if you stay under the tower. Because if he ults and you're here, you cleanse and she's tanking already. And you can flash the Vel'Koz E and then you can also get XP because now you're losing the XP. So when Bard is doing that, you can make this kind of plays.
Okay.
Like, it is a risk, but if you play it well, it's gonna be good. Yeah, and now you just... Yeah, don't recall here because you see Bard on the map. Yeah, okay, you made a mistake here. You're losing because you're losing too much. Look, you lost the first wave. This is the second wave. And look at the Bard right now. He actually sees that you're getting chunked. He comes. You should also ping. You should stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get the XP. Look how much you lost. You also lost the tower. Yeah, you lost a lot more, so... should take the risk to get the 1v2. You cleanse, you flash, and you're good to go. And then if Bard comes and you recall, I mean, you shouldn't. Because you were gonna lose anyways a lot. Very good. Ooh. Can you use your E first? Do you have range even? I think you do have range here. What do you think?
Yeah, probably should have used the...
Because it's stunned, right?
Yeah.
You can do auto E if you really want it because E doesn't have cast time. But you really need to use your E like as he's stunned because you did try to R. But you actually don't need R. If you hit your E, he's dead. You know? So you should not really fire super mega dead rocket. And then Akshan was invisible actually, okay? Yeah, and now you're just dead. I see. Then you're gonna lose your tower. And now it's gonna be so hard. Whew. So what's the plan here?
Out of curiosity, if it's someone like, I don't know, Caitlyn, Mel, and they're like hard shoving it when they see Bard going for rooms.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to just kind of hug the tower still and like go for farm the best I can without getting chunked?
What else can you do?
Alright.
Because you're not gonna kill them on V2. You're not gonna fight them on V2. You can't force. You can't force Bard to come bot. And even if you do, it's a Bard, so they'll probably win to V2. So yeah, just be boring and do the boring thing and just the simple, most stable thing. And yeah, if you try to, you have both sums and they try to dive you and they fuck up the dive and you get a kill there and you don't die, that's your snowball. They just lost the lane. They lost their lead. So you gotta be gotta wait for a mistake. You gotta play stable, not make mistakes. You're gonna be a bit behind in CS and that's fine. But the moment they made a mistake, boop, that's over. If I play this in Emerald and I'm like, let's say Grandmaster AD carry, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be behind like 10 CS, maybe 15 early. They make one mistake, they go for a fail dive, I get a kill, the game is over. I'll just snowball from there. Because that's just how the matchup works. I mean, if you want me to tell you that you can win the lane 1v2, I can't really say that though. Because that's not possible. Yeah. If you want me to tell you a technique that you can get the push in this lane, there is no technique. They will get the push. Unless they make a big mistake. Unless they make a big mistake. Yeah. And is this a game where you lose push? Or like you lose push mid game?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's see. Jinx looks very fun. Really looks fun.
If the wave's in the middle, in mid lane, and Bod's roaming again, I shouldn't ever touch the wave if it's like in its current state and I'm alone, right? Because Akchan's just gonna full send on me, right?
Let's see. Okay. Pay attention to Lucian right now. Challenger Korea. Why is Lucian getting pushed here? Because he has teammates around. See, Zoe, Alistar. Why is Challenger Dugdam KT Worlds finalist giving the push? Because he doesn't have teammates around. Look at the Rengar. It's all about having someone to back you up. If you don't, then you'd rather play to receive. What does it mean to receive? You just stay here anyway, do it to come into you, or you stay into the tower. Look at this. He plays to receive. Lucian plays to push. Playing to receive means you take the wave, and then you go for a play with ulti, with W, whatever. So you play a reactive. How do we play double poke lane? Reactive. They push, I hug the tower, I farm. They poke, I back off and conserve my HP. They recall, I recall. They push, I can't recall. They decide whatever they want to do. If I'm Lucian, I play to push. Why? Because I have humans around me. Lee Sin is doing the objective, Zoe is here, Alistar is here, I have back off, I can push. Okay, so what do I do after the push? After the push, you play with your jungle / engage. In this case, it's Alistar and Lee Sin. He does Herald, we do Herald. They make a play top, we make a play top. If I'm Lucian, I play to push, because my teammates are around. If I'm Jhin, I play to receive, because my teammates are not around. Pay attention to this. Dogdam, challenger player. What is he gonna do here? Let's see. Look at this. See? He can't enter. And now, he's like, hey, can I push, can I push, can I push? Well, I can't. Because again, look at behind him. Look at Rengar, he's top. So what do I need to do? Play to receive, play to receive. And of course, this is Challenger Korea, so obviously it's gonna be a bit hard to do that anyways. Oh my god, the skin on Alistar is very ugly. Holy shit. Oh my god. And yeah. Does that summarize at all how you play into the mid game to receive?
Yeah. Just kind of take the little victories, I guess.
Is it clear? Like, do you have questions in regards to this aspect? Like, when to play to push, when to play to receive?
I guess mainly it's just about when they can dive. So if I've got both sums, I should be good to just stay at tower. But if I only have flash, do I still hug the tower or do I back off a bit more?
Well, it all depends on the conditions you're playing. It really all depends on the conditions you're playing. Let's see, is this here? Like here. Like now, it is a Vel'Koz and it's an Ashe. And this dive is outplayable because you're full HP. So they can't just, you know, hit Ashe ult and then Vel'Koz is gonna kill you. No, if Ashe hits ult, you cleanse and then you just run. Vel'Koz can't ult. So they have to walk up on you, Vel'Koz E, and then play from there. So that one you can flash and it is very playable. Okay. So here, if you have no flash, it's still playable because you can cleanse the Ashe ult. And it's because the champions they play and because of the HP you have. If this is an Alistar, level 6, you just run. Doesn't matter if you have sums, because it's impossible. So you see, it really changes. It's not like, oh, I have sums, you know, I'm gonna stay. No, it's like, how many chances do I have to outplay this? And with sums against this matchup, it's good. But next game again, maybe you're gonna be half HP against this matchup with both sums. Nah. Then you can't do that. Maybe next game you're gonna be this HP and they have half HP. Great. They just stay into the tower. So it's all about how many chances do they have to dive you reliably without dying. Because in this case, if you die for Ashe and Bard is taking a kill top, so you take 1-for-1 bot and farm and solo XP of course, and then Bard kills someone top, it's worth it. So it all depends on looking at their champion, looking at your HP, thinking about how much damage they have, thinking about how easy it is for them to dive, seeing your sums and playing from there. That's is not really an answer or fits all kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Did we go through this or not? Okay, I think we did through this. Yeah, we did. Do you have any other question about what we went through until now?
No, I think you very much summed it all up and was helpful.
Let's see. You're gonna stay, you're gonna get the wave. Now you reset. Yeah, it's not very worth this. Because you need a bit more, 1.5. You need one more wave, and if you sell Cal and Blade, you have it. Yeah. Oh, wait. You just sell that?
Yeah,
oh. Yeah, but you can sell this for item now. Right?
Yeah, how much does
180.
sell for?
180. You just need to wait 20 gold.
Oh, yeah.
It's like really, really good to do that. Because you have your item. Yeah, and then you just catch the wave and you play around your team. Yeah, that's what you're doing to do. Look, didn't do anything wrong. And then you can't really get the push. You have to stay your teammates, get some auto attacks, de-push this. And after you de-push, you go to your teammates. Yeah, it's easier to play with an engage and not Bard. It's easier to not play with a Syndra on mid lane in lower elo, you know. It's also Graves, guys don't have CC. There are a lot of disadvantages of this comp, so you gotta play really, really well to win this game. Because if you get to this point and you are not like, you're pretty behind, right? Like you're behind of the Ashe, then it's gonna be iffy from this point. And this game is just early game, yes? Or is it also mid game?
I think there's also mid game, but whenever time's up, we can just go off.
About this game, do you have questions?
I think it's pretty much just the same, just showing that this is kind of the wave or the lane state that I kind of suck at.
Yeah. I see. Yes.
But I guess I would ask, is it harder to outplay Seraphine Ashe because of the way their passives interact and two CSC ults?
Yeah. You just cleanse one, you just cleanse Ashe ult and then you run. Seraphim ult shouldn't really, you know, get on your range.
Yeah,
if you just ult Ashe ult instantly, Seraphim won't be in range to EU. Yeah. You just cleanse one. There are situations where you need to be patient and you need to wait. So it's R Ashe and then Seraphim is so close to you, so you have to wait Seraphim to E you, to like stun you, to root you, and then you cleanse. There are some situations when that happens. Okay, here actually did a mistake with the recall timings. You should just fast push this. Look at this. They are pretty low, right? Well, in mana at least. They will push a recall here. So now Ashe is gonna go recall or she's gonna stay for the tower. But if she recalls, look, 2 seconds, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's in base right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She's halfway. She is coming, and she's coming with items. So here you either recall instantly recall, or if you think you can push the next wave super fast because she's still halfway, so she still has 12 more seconds to come in the lane, you can consider pushing the next one. And because this is a non-cannon wave and you're playing a champion like Jinx that has quite good wave clear, in this specific case you can easily push. If it was cannon wave, then you just have to recall, because if you start pushing a cannon wave, you will in no universe be able to push this all. In no universe. So look, here you're just giving time to Ashe to come. Trying to stack, but look where the next wave is. The next wave is really far. You were gonna crush this if you push now, and Ashe is slowly bot. So you need to think more about the tempo of enemy AD carry. You need to, the moment you don't see her, ask yourself, okay, where is she? Is she advanced towards the tier 3? Or is she a tier 1? Or is she as an inhibitor? Because now they will have a freeze and you need to crush. Look at this, they will have a freeze. You can't, oh my god. Do you just give a freeze like this and recall? Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh, you should ping Bard and you should stay there and crush. Ooh, and you're not even looking? Ooh. So you should use your camera on the lane, ping Bard. Now it's too late. Yeah, you lost the lane. Yeah, you lost the lane here. And potion is a must in this matchup. You're not getting refillable potion, but just get normal potion. Yeah, you'll lose the lane really hard now. Now they have a freeze. And this Ashe is so bad. She could have frozen better. But now you're also gonna lose a lot of XP. Yeah, you got lucky that Ashe doesn't know how to freeze, but you still lost like 4 or 5 minions for free.
Yeah.
Because
So
of the
I guess
way.
you're pretty much just over here.
Yeah. The moment you see she's recalled, you should fast push instantly. You waited too much, and because you waited too much, you had to crash that wave. Like the wave was in a very uncomfortable position in that spot. Just ping Bard and try to push it. Because it's not like you didn't have HP. Like right now when you're slow pushing, you can't say, oh, but I didn't have HP. No, you have 700 HP is a lot. 700 HP is a lot. Yeah, so I think that should be it. I guess we don't really... Should we make notes for this? Yes, I can put it in the last session. So what did we talk about? The most important things in today's session?
They're just letting the wave come into me when I have roaming supports. And then mid-game was also about catching the waves.
Okay. And the recall timings. Pay more attention to the enemy AD carry recall. For these 3 things. Okay. And I guess from this point, yeah, this is normal. I mean, Bard is probably FK there, most likely. He doesn't... oh no, actually he is with Aurora, I think, yeah. Yeah, Bard is gonna do his thing. You need to let him do his thing. Because you're losing on this. You can try to ping assistance if they really take a lot of plays. But realistically speaking, there are some situations where he should be roaming and he's roaming. Or he shouldn't really be roaming and he's roaming. So like here, for example, he couldn't really do much. We just hope we get 3 grabs, we get top kill, we get enemy jungle. And yeah, your game is gonna be a bit hard, yeah.
If we go back about 2 minutes, I think Bard tries to make a play. Is that something I should have gone for, or is that...
2 minutes after? Before?
Just before this.
Which
Bard comes bot and tries to make a play.
Here, right?
I think so.
Some?
I think it's here.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
So you're asking me if Bard is walking up. So should you follow right here? Should you follow right here? What do you think? If you look at this picture and you're a coach, let's say you're the coach here. What did you tell the student? Should he follow the Bard here or not? What do you think of the chances here, the variables?
I don't think my odds are great, just purely because I know that Ashe has previously frozen, probably has an item lead on me.
But we look at your screen right now.
The Seraphine is pretty low though, so maybe if I can kill Seraphine.
She's 150 HP, and it's really low. It's just like two auto attacks away from dying. And Ashe has no mana, you have the minions, and if Bard dies, you still have lots of time to back off because you're pretty far from the Ashe. Plus Ashe has no mana, so it's not like she's gonna really do anything. So you're all in here, this is absolutely fine. You're telling me that you're all in on a target that is 100 HP, that is stunned in front of you without any risk, because you're not gonna die here. So this, she flashed the plays over there. Now, just hit the closest target, and then just play from there. Yeah, so it's just normal. That's how you played. You went up when he was he stunned, and then you just backed off when the play looked bad. There's nothing wrong with it, right? You just followed. Yeah, you just mute Bard, and it can happen. It's easy to blame someone in the game, like when you play support to blame the AD carry, and when you play AD carry to blame support. Yeah, people have dumb calls, and it's a lot of bias, like, oh, my support is so bad, he's so shit. But in fact, you're in the same rank like him. And then the same thing with Bard here. He thinks he's right, but he's probably not right. Or even if he's right, it doesn't really matter. You just mute and play your game the way you know. Because realistically speaking, if he's in... What elo is this? What rank is this?
The Emerald 4.
So he's playing 5,000 games of Bard, and he's Emerald 4. And you're playing 5,000 games of Jinx, and you're Emerald 4, let's say. If a Bard that climbed with Bard tells me that, I should have done this and I should have done that, he probably didn't play AD carry in his life. So, like, why would it matter what he says? He should consider it, like, okay, maybe he's right, but it shouldn't be like, oh, fuck, he's right, it's true, and you should feel bad about it. It's like, okay, well, if you know you made a mistake, you made a mistake. Otherwise, just let him be and try to not make it worse, because if you start to type and argue, and it's gonna be even worse. $5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster, but you cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.